Hi guys, Hunter Chipoletti here. Going to be talking about our professional dispositions in an academic environment. I want to start off by talking about the pre-assessment survey we did and just talk about some things we went over. I found myself, I answered strongly agree to almost every single one of them. There's a few at the end that just talked about, took the information the wrong way, but it kind of went in the direction of, how much of your profession should your life take up. And instead of putting strongly agree, and I put agree, I think that it's important to have a life and to have interests in things you do outside of your profession, which for us it would be teaching. So besides that, though, I kind of find myself thinking about how could you not answer strongly agree to a lot of those things? To me, it was just very common sense, and I had to, take a step back and realize that, people have different points of views and different perspectives. But, a lot of those things to me were just common sense, including just, taking into account, people come from different places. People, there's ethics involved in teaching, right? You need to kind of present yourself in a way for your students and be a good example, a good role model. The best leadership is by example. So that was something that I kind of wanted to point out before we really got into the questions that we were supposed to answer in this video. But from this point on, let's go ahead and get into those questions. So the first one was, what is the teacher's role in supporting learning, improving planning and practice, upholding professional expectations, and collaborating and advancing the profession? So first of all, I just want to say that everything is a competition. I mean, I'm a football coach, I'm a baseball coach, I'm a teacher. In my life, I've always been raised, and I've always just kind of had the disposition that I'm going to be the best at whatever it is I do. I want the people around me to be the best. Surround yourself with greatness and you'll find yourself becoming great. Surround yourself with people who have a lot of money and you'll find yourself having a lot of money. I'm a big believer in that philosophy. So with that being said, I think innovation is the thing that is going to drive our profession or anything in life. And you always have to be trying to innovate. If you're not trying to find the best way to get to your students, then you're not working very hard as a teacher. I want to be the next big thing. I want people to say, hey, Miss Chipoletti, Coach Chipoletti, why is your class so successful? I want those questions to be asked. If my standard is set 10 times higher than the teacher next door to me, then I think that my students, even if they fail to meet my standards, are still going to be maybe 7-8 times higher than the teacher's students next door, right? So I think that is very important that, you want to fail upwards. With that being said, though, a lot of that innovation that comes from talking to other teachers, whether it's the teacher next door or it's the teacher that is doing better than you the year before, the day before, you always can learn from teachers, whether it's the right way to do things or it's the wrong way to do things. So I think it is always about bettering yourself and wanting to be the best. I think is the perfect answer to that question. All right. What dispositions do I currently feel like I possess and will make me a successful teacher? And what dispositions do I need to work on before, I get my master's degree? I think time management for me. I'm currently doing my master's degree. Obviously, I'm currently coaching 2 sports. I'm a second-year teacher. Football takes up from after school until 8 or 9 at night. Most nights I'm there during football season. It's 7 days a week. Football is a lot of time out of my life. My master's degree usually fits in from about 9:30, 10, and until about 1 or 2 in the morning. I get up at 6:30 or 7, and I do it all again the next day. So I think my time management is where I really succeed. I think that me caring about my kids, if I wasn't a coach or a teacher, I would find another way I could help in the community with young people. That's what I was put on this earth to do. I really believe that. My biggest flaw right now, maybe something I really need to work on is putting myself in others' shoes. Some people have different perspectives. They come from different walks of life. I need to realize that. And that's something that I really need to work on as a teacher is to realize that, not everyone's me. Not everyone is the teacher next door. Not everyone is a great student. Not everyone's a terrible student. And, I was a happy medium, but that there's a lot of people that are in a lot of different areas, and I need to realize that I can't just reach out to the kids that have my dispositions, that I need to find a way to help them in different, I need to differentiate, right? I need to find different ways to help them. What effect could personal biases have on teaching and learning? So for me, being a U.S. government teacher, that's a loaded question, right? I have to come into my classroom, with all the politics there are in the world, and I have to leave that all at the door, and I have to build trust, right? I need my students to be able to feel like they can talk to me and with each other in a safe spot about what's going on in my classroom, what's going on in the real world, because politics is U.S. government. I mean, that is, you want to know how the government works, you have to, first of all, you have to learn politics, right? So with that being said, I think I have to build trust, and I can't do that if I have biases. So I don't think there's any room in education, especially in my topic, my subject, for biases. All right. So reflecting on my own personal professional dispositions related to education, explain how I will uphold and adhere to academic and professional integrity. So, for me, that's really just staying consistent, right? That's making sure that no matter where that student is, what that student's doing, that I am putting them in the best position to succeed without going over to that, giving them shortcuts, right? So I believe that everyone can reach the top of their mountain, but they might have different paths. My path isn't going to be the same as your path. Your path isn't going to be the same as the person next to you's path, right? So everyone has different paths to the top of their mountain. Shortcuts just hurt you. Shortcuts don't exist going up hills, right? So I have to make sure as a teacher that I'm keeping that teacher integrity, and I'm not letting my students, I'm not allowing them to take shortcuts, whether I am directly helping them or indirectly helping them. I need to make sure that I'm holding them all to that high standard that I had already discussed, and helping them be the most successful version of them. Thank you.